Imagine this: a robot footballer on a stretcher, metal legs dangling, wires sparking. The crowd laughs and even takes pictures to commemorate the moment. It sounds like a stupid joke, yet in 2025, thousands of fans in Beijing paid real money to watch a football match between robots. They tripped, fell, and missed the ball completely, and the crowd loved it. So now we seriously have to ask ourselves, if AI keeps creeping into football, from scouting your favorite striker to calling offsides with near-perfect accuracy, what happens when it doesn't just assist the game, but runs it? This is Socratic Replay, where we ponder the what-ifs of football. Here's the thing, AI already does run parts of football, we just don't frame it that way. In refereeing, VAR draws offside lines with machine precision. Goal line technology literally decides whether a ball counts as a goal or not. We scream at referees, but when the screen says goal, we accept it. And in scouting, it's the same story. Take Brentford. They built their recruitment model around data analytics, partnering with platforms like eyeball.club to spot undervalued players in leagues nobody else was watching. Brighton took it even further. Their owner, Tony Bloom, is a professional gambler who made his fortune on predictive models. His company, Jamestown Analytics, underpins Brighton's recruitment strategy, helping them identify players like Caicedo and McAllister long before the rest of Europe realized their value. It's basically football's version of Moneyball, a baseball film where statistics could outsmart traditional gut instincts. Only now, the numbers are powered by AI. Then there's injury prevention. Companies like Zone 7 feed player GPS and biometric data into machine learning models to predict injuries before they happen. Clubs are now subbing players off not because a manager feels something is wrong, but because the AI flashes red. Even the gambling industry is ahead of the curve. Syndicates use AI to run billions of simulations, finding tiny edges in outcomes. In fact, they probably know your team's odds better than your manager does. And here's the unsettling twist. Football culture still pretends this is all human. Songs in the terraces mocking referees, endless debates about tactical genius. But in the background, we're already letting machines call the biggest decisions. By the way, if you're enjoying this what if, remember to hit the like. It helps this channel massively. Now let's move from the sidelines to the pitch itself. Because yes, robots already play football. Every year, engineers from around the world gather for the RoboCup, a tournament where humanoid robots play five-a-side matches. Their official mission statement? To create a robot team that can beat the human World Cup champions by 2050. And I want you to ask yourself, if that actually came, would you watch it? Because countries are taking this seriously. China has invested heavily in AI sports robotics, football robots training alongside human athletes, framed as part of their national push for technological dominance. Suddenly, it's not even really about sports, it's geopolitical. Even Boston Dynamics, famous for its robot dogs, has shown machines dribbling footballs. So imagine 2035. You're scrolling YouTube and see Robot World Cup Final with 10 million viewers live. Not a parody, not a Nike ad, a real competition streamed globally. But let's pull the camera back, because AI isn't just about robots kicking a ball, it's about one word: optimization. Imagine a world where your club doesn't have a human manager anymore. Instead, an AI runs the show. It selects the lineup based on thousands of simulations. It chooses substitutions down to the exact minute your striker's energy levels dip below peak efficiency. It designs training sessions tailored not to what worked before, but to real-time biometrics for every single player. Now push it forward a decade. Would Pep Guardiola even be needed? Would the art of coaching be reduced to uploading the data set? Would football become just a math equation? Chess is a perfect example of this. Once computers like Deep Blue and AlphaZero took over, human play changed forever. Top grandmasters now study AI recommended lines. They play computer moves that humans would never have found. Chess didn't die, but it became half man, half machine. Football could face the same shift. Players wearing sensors, receiving instructions mid-match from AI models running live simulations. Human instinct essentially reduced to follow the algorithm. Maybe it wins more matches, but does it win more hearts?
We're all, not me, because I'm very vocal about it. Everyone accepts it. It's going to be refereed by AI pretty soon. Like I said, we may as well dispense with the players at some point. Some kind of come up with a genius way of just having a game of football with no participants.
This isn't the first time football has asked these questions. Back in 2014, Nike released an advertisement called The Last Game. The film showcased a world where football's greatest stars are replaced by perfect, risk-free clones. No mistakes, no flair, no danger. Until the real stars, Ronaldo, Zlatan, Neymar, and many more, fight back, proving that risk is what makes football beautiful. At the time, it felt like a parody, a cheeky ad campaign, something to laugh at while waiting for the next World Cup. But now, watch it again and it almost reads like prophecy, because what Nike calls clones are essentially what AI promises: optimized players who never mess up. And Nike's warning was very clear: perfection kills the soul of the game. Think about Ronaldinho, his no-look passes, his elastico dribbles, his willingness to try something ridiculous, knowing it might fail. AI would dismiss those as low percentage plays. Think about Mario Balotelli's infamous backheel miss against LA Galaxy. Useless, reckless, and unforgettable. These weren't algorithmic errors, they were human moments. The very moments we remember because they weren't meant to happen. So here's the core question. What do we lose if AI runs football? Well, quite a lot. Football is mistakes. It's Steven Gerrard slipping at the worst possible moment. It's Zidane losing his head in a World Cup final. It's
Aguero!
In the 93rd minute, a goal no algorithm could have predicted. Moments remembered in history because they seem to defy all futures. Football is also identity. Clubs tied to neighborhoods, to histories, to rituals. You sing to your striker not because he's efficient, but because he's yours. Will fans ever chant for a robot? Sociologists call football the last shared ritual in secular societies. Saturday afternoon, tens of thousands of people singing together. What happens when the ritual loses its unpredictability? When the outcome is optimized, pre-modeled, machine-approved? Now, where could this actually go? Let's sketch out a few futures. In the first, we have robot leagues. It starts as novelty, clumsy robots falling over. Then the tech improves, sponsors pour in. Eventually, you've got a full Robot World Cup streamed alongside the human one. In the second, there's hybrid coaching. Human managers remain, but AI whispers in their earpiece. Live substitution timings, real-time opponent data. The human is the front face, but the machine runs the show. And in the third, there's virtual football. Here, AI doesn't need a pitch to play at all. It generates entire simulated leagues, AI-designed players with personalities, tactics, and careers. Fans tune in to watch matches that never physically happen, the way people already watch Football Manager simulations or Twitch streams. Imagine debating the Ballon d'Or for a player who has never existed in the physical world. In all these futures, there's a common thread. Football becomes less human. Comment down below which one you think is more likely. So what happens if AI runs football? Maybe it just becomes another sport. Sanitized, efficient, optimized to perfection. Something to consume rather than to feel. Or maybe humans carve out their own spaces, where imperfection is the point, where the game stays beautiful because it stays human. The truth is, we don't know. But again, picture this. A robot footballer on a stretcher, metal legs dangling, wires sparking. The crowd laughs, takes pictures, shares memes. It sounds absurd, and yet in 2025, it happened. So maybe the bigger question isn't whether AI can run football. It's whether, when it does, will we even care that it has?